Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to our live launch, the third one this week. We've got such a busy week of launches. No nice calm after the bank holiday. We are here all week with exciting new things. But I'm here today with the lovely Anne-Marie. Good morning.
Good morning. No, you came to me very quickly, Kelly. I was like...
Was you just getting organised?
I was just trying to be a little bit organised, Kelly.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, just trying.
You can't do that with me, sorry about
No,
that.
how are you?
I'm very good.
I am like the most excited that you're back.
I know, properly back now. So this is my third day in a row. A little bit tired today, so if I get things wrong, you may know. But yes, it's nice to be back. I feel with it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, does it?
No, I thought it would.
No, it doesn't.
Straight back here, back into it, knowing what's going on.
Aww.
I know. Have you had a lovely bank holiday weekend?
I have, yeah. So I took Tuesday off annual leave, and because I don't work on a Wednesday, I've had quite a nice extended bank holiday weekend. So it was lovely. We had a little day out on Tuesday, went to Blackpool.
Yep, nice.
So yeah, we had a lovely time.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's been good.
I've been enjoying it. Well, I've had all this time, haven't I? It's no different. But, but it's nice to come back to a short week. Well, let's get on with our show. So let's run this week's Win It Weekly. So this week you have got the chance to win this Jurassic era stamp bundle. So it's worth £24 and there's going to be 5 lucky winners that we will announce tomorrow. So all you need to do is like, share and comment to the following question. Which country has had the most Eurovision wins? Is it A, Serbia, is it B, Ireland, or is it C, Sweden? I'm not sure. Do you watch the Eurovision every year?
I don't mind coming on when it's points at the end, you know, to be honest. I'm not overly bothered about watching it.
Yeah.
But I do know, I did see this morning that Ireland failed to qualify for the 5th time in a row. I think it said the 5th year in a row. So I'm going to say it's definitely not Ireland because of that. Okay. I'm going to rule Ireland out.
I'm just going to go with Sweden.
It sounds...
I feel like some good people come from ABBA.
Yeah,
from Sweden?
I think they're Swedish, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm not very good on geography, people, where they're from, things like that. But then I don't know, Serbia might be a bit of a dark horse.
I know.
It's tricksy, isn't it? It's tricksy. It's
good to have on. We once went to a party and everyone pulled out a little thing out of a hat and you had to dress up as your country.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So, actually, I did have Ireland, so maybe. It's good. Anyway, let us know the answer and we will announce 5 lucky winners tomorrow. So you can win these lovely dinosaur stamps. I've not seen these before.
Oh, they're
really
so cool. I'm amazed that we still have them because they were so popular. They were really busy.
Yeah, they're ace. Perfect for little children as well. So you may know we have got 3 fantastic little books that we're going to show you. But first, let's have a look at the VT. So if you haven't seen already, we have got 3 brand new little books you can see here. We've got the little book of birthdays, delightful birds and jars. So we have saved you the time. If you want to grab all 3, you can go onto the website and you can get all 3 super easy for £19.98 and that's going to save you £9.99. But some of you who know, you can get 3 for 2 on any of our little books. And I'll just show you here. Here's a selection of what we've got on the website so you can pick and choose from any of them as well. So first, let's have a little look at our little book of birthdays, which is just super cute. I was flicking through these yesterday and there's so many good little designs in here.
It's really varied, isn't it? There's such a huge variety of different images for different ages, for different birthdays. It is just a fabulous one to have in your stash.
And you can see with like some of these, they're a bit more generic. So with this one, you could even cut this little shape out. That could be a tag. You know, you could do the card and then a matching tag for a present. You could make these into, no, not just birthdays, like that would work well for like an anniversary
It
or a
would,
wedding.
yeah, definitely.
But you can see the designers have really put thought into all these, where you can just snip into these borders, you can fussy cut around them. And I've seen a lovely card made with this one. It's so cute. Perfect.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect for like a first birthday.
Yeah, yeah, or even like just a new baby would be super cute as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And of course we've got some ones that are perfect for the men out there. But these designs are just really
that's
nice.
cute, isn't it? Great, like kind of snippability if you want to do your decoupage as well.
Yep.
But equally, you know, we say this all the time, don't we, that you can just make 144 toppers from these if you wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a good card as well with this.
Oh, that's cool.
If you're good with fussy cutting, definitely cut round some of the elements. They'll look great.
Yeah, perfect for like embellishments and things. That one's so cute.
Just
see, that one could be like thank you. It could be thinking of you. It could be, you know, absolutely any occasion.
Yeah, like you said, perfect having your stash, because you'll probably have things at home that will go with these. You've got mirror, you know, easy things to just mat and layer, different cardstock, so they're really versatile.
The Duo Design paper pads are perfect to work alongside these, because you'll always find something that will match.
Yeah, don't be afraid to put different sort of patterns behind it, because often if you've got the right sort of colours, it'll just look nice.
Yeah,
it'll complement. Definitely. Have a super day. So let me show you some of the cards made from this pad as well, so you can have a feel of what you can do. Oh, I've got a little gift bag in there.
Oh.
So this is nice, and we've even got here, so
that's cool.
They have fussy cut round and like built that up with foam pads to just give a little bit of dimension, and that's nice. So you can see as well.
That's a nice idea.
You can make them so much bigger.
Yeah,
make a smaller card. You don't have to stick with an A6 shape. And this is the
Oh, that's really cool, isn't it?
That's really nice. I like how Barbara's like rounded these glasses, so they have like little 3D.
They look so dimensional, don't they? And you could be adding things like your glossy accents and stuff to make them really shiny. That one's cute. Oh yeah, using our combos is going to be great for this as well.
And I like this.
Oh,
this is
it's so cute.
Look at the little bunting.
That would be really good for maybe party invitations as well.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you are getting those 6 multiples. Oh, that's so cute.
And you could even do some coordinating bags.
Oh, that's amazing.
Favorites. So that's so lovely. So I really like that one. And then next up, we have the delightful birds little books. Are perfect for this time of year. You know, I feel like when it gets a little bit summery, you change your crafting style, don't you?
Definitely,
change your colours, what you want to use.
100%. And this is just so perfect for now, isn't it? That, you know, all the birds are coming out. Our neighbour has got some little starlings in there, like right above their bay window. I don't even know how they sleep with them there, because they are so loud.
Oh, are they?
Oh my goodness. They're just... When we're out in the garden, I'm like, can you hear them? Can you hear them birds? They must have millions of kids in that nest.
Well, look at these little circle ones. So easy to just cut them out.
Yeah, use them with your dies. Your nesting dies would be perfect as well. Oh, little fluffy ducks.
That could be a new baby car with
those
tiny little fluffies.
That'll be so sweet. I love seeing all the little tiny ducklings. I love how they just almost like run along the top of the water, don't they, when they're swimming off? They're so fast.
My mum every year has the same set, well maybe not, I don't know how long they live for, the same set of ducks that come into her garden.
Oh really?
With all the babies.
Oh.
And at first she loves it, and then they're there for a few weeks and she's like, there's chaos, there's mess everywhere.
Yeah.
We need to walk them back to the duck pond. And last year she actually walked them all back to the duck pond. She did, yeah.
Oh, Estie's going to love that when she's a bit older though, isn't she?
Oh, I know.
She'll be living her best life with her little pet ducks. You'll be bringing them home, Kelly.
I don't know. It's already chaotic in my house. We don't need any more. Just look at these beautiful images.
Oh, they're just so sweet.
I'm not very clued up on all, like, what's the name of this bird? Do you know?
That's a kingfisher.
Oh, okay.
I know that one.
Oh, I know that one. This is an owl.
They're little owls, yeah. I'm not too bad with birds. They're swallows.
Okay. Oh, you're better than me. I'm not. See, this is what I didn't know yesterday.
Moorhen.
Oh, okay.
I only know those because we have them in our pond on the park. And the little oh my goodness, the little moorhen chicks are so fluffy. They are adorable. Little balls of little black fluff. They're just so cute.
Oh. So look at some of these. A nice little bit of acetate there as well.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's lovely. I like that paper behind. I'm not sure where that's from, but
I think it's one of our pattern packs.
Oh, okay. It's lovely.
That's a cute idea, isn't it?
What a good idea.
Yeah, taking like little close-ups of like little crops of the page. That's lovely as well, isn't it?
So you can see there, these pattern papers, they just work. They look great. And we've got a bit of footy cutting and a bit of decoupage.
Very sweet.
So lovely. There we go.
Oh,
I love it. So we are coming to you for the first demo.
Okay,
what are you doing?
so we're doing birthdays for this one.
Yep.
I'm going with this little superhero because I just think he's so cute. And just, I thought we could just make him really kind of dimensional. So what I've already done is I've done a little bit of cutting ahead of time. So I've cut out the little clouds and I've cut out the letters as well, just so that we can kind of really raise all of this up. So we're going to go ahead and stick some of these bits and pieces down before we lose any. So I'm just going to take our strips and just put a couple of the strips at the bottom of these clouds first of all. Let's just get these in place and just lay them. I think they're the same top and bottom actually, so I don't think it would matter too much if you got them mixed up, which is always a bonus, but let's get the right one in the right place first.
Does Joseph like superheroes?
He does, yeah. He's not as big on them as he used to be. We were talking about this yesterday because Sophie absolutely hates getting dressed, like with a passion. Not interested in getting dressed. And the girls at nursery were like, oh, just bring her in her pyjamas and we'll get her dressed. I'm like, I can't do that. Like, no, I can't do that. So
that'd be easy.
And I was saying like when Joseph was this age, he was already getting himself dressed and was obsessed with like dressing up as superhero. So he'd wear a different superhero outfit like every day for nursery. He had so many. Whereas Sophie's just not bothered, but he's not as interested now. He quite likes the films still, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's getting a bit too cool now.
Oh, yeah, he's getting older now, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're going to add these letters on. Again, just using some little bits of our strips to get these in place. And you could be going around these with your glue pens and your glitters and things to make them you know, sparkly, or just do the drop shadow or something like that, just to give it a little bit of something extra. But we're just using the letters and the foam pads just to give this a little bit of height and dimension. So I'll just pop this one on because that drop shadow as well, like you can, oops, I didn't get that then. You can almost cut them out in like complete words rather than letters, so the super there and the day actually come out as two full words. So the little bit of hair there that just comes on the bottom of the shadow, don't worry about that because we're going to layer him over the top. So we've just kind of cut where the letters kind of would be underneath the hair. I think we can just get that one, oops, going through there. Let me just get my dye brush so I can grab the ends off those a little bit easier.
Melanie has just said, morning everyone, sorry late joining you. I've just looked on the internet and it's not showing any shows this week on Hobby Maker, but we are there.
Oh yeah, we definitely are. Yeah, it's definitely, the schedule's on today because I've had a little look this morning. I just like to make sure that everything's present and correct.
Natalie is there today.
She is. She's
there at 1 o'clock first, I think.
Yep. And then I don't think it's 3, I think it's 4 maybe. I feel like she's not got the normal
1 and 5.
1 and 5, that was it. She only got 2 shows?
Oh no, 1, 4 and 5.
Oh, I was going to say.
And 7 p.m. with a masterclass in envelope making.
Oh, nice. She's a busy bee. We've got to make sure we working her hard while she's down there. So if she's only got 2 shows, I'm going to make some changes.
She's not anymore.
Okay, let's just snip around our little superhero here. So just using my scissors. You could use your craft knife if you find that a little bit easier. It's personal preference when it comes to the fussy cutting.
Do you have personal preference with scissors when you're fussy cutting? Are smaller better or bigger? Or?
I prefer the biggest. I use these big scissors for everything. I know Natalie uses the like the middle set that've got the smaller handles but similar kind of length blade.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is just a personal preference. Everyone's different. Some people are always like, you can't cut detail things with scissors that big. But then I just see that as a bit of a challenge and I'm like, watch me. So, you know, yeah, it is personal preference. And some things like, I don't know, if there was some larger areas, I might use my knife because I don't know, it varies really on the image. But this one's quite nice and easy to do with our scissors. And just remembering to kind of move your paper around. You know, notice that my hand hasn't really moved like direction, because that's how you kind of make it awkward. If you're trying to cut things at like a really, you know, awkward angle like this, it's never going to look that good. It's always going to end up looking a little bit snippy.
Yeah.
So always just try and move your paper around. So we've got that one there, and then I'm going to take another sheet and I'm just going to layer up his head, so that we've got a little bit of extra dimension on him as well. And I might do that present as well. Let's just have a look how this is going to be. So he's got quite a lot of like loose kind of lines going around his hair. You can snip those off. You don't have to be like really following all of that detail. He's got quite bold kind of bits of hair that you can just cut around instead and just go with those.
Susan has said, I wonder if you can tell me which stamp set the little hero is on, please.
This one? This?
I don't know, we must have a superhero stamp set maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Emily, do you know?
I think I know what she's done about designer selection stamp.
Oh, right,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I see.
I need a hero.
I need a hero.
FTLS 646.
It is FTLS 646. If you search for that on the website, it should come up.
So just going around his little present here. We've just gone through quite a few birthdays at school, like parties and things. Quite a few of them like all born at the same time at school with Joseph, and it was really hard to find a card. So he went to I took him to Morrison's to get a card because he didn't want to make a card. So I took him to Morrison's to get a card, and they were all quite like kiddie for his age. It was really really tricky.
Yeah.
He ended up just getting a football one or something like that.
Oh, did he?
But he was like, these cards are rubbish. I'm like, we should have made your own.
But I think he likes crafting though, doesn't he?
When he wants to now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he wants to. This is the problem, you see. He's just...
What about Sophie? Do you think she's going to be into crafts?
I don't know, actually. She does do like paintings and stuff at nursery. I can't remember what it was that she'd done the other day. I think it was meant to be a tiger. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that she's that bothered. Not like Joseph was.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? How they can be so different.
Because he used to do loads of things.
Yeah, he was like super crafter. He was really funny. Okay, let's get this present on and then we can start putting this card together. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stick him on in a minute. Let me just pop that out of the way. We're going to grab one of our papers from one of our Joy Design paper pads. I can't remember what this one's called. Emily will know. So we're going to go with the blue kind of radial design for this one. So let's just have a look at what size we want to bring this down to, because we don't need it to be that big. Let's have a look, but I want to keep it kind of central with this. So let me just double check that this one's a true 8x8 first. So I'm going to take it down to 7, that side, and then I'm going to turn it around and take it down to 6. So just taking an inch off each side because I want to keep that in the centre. And then let's see how he looks on an 8x6. I think we can probably get away with that size, can't we?
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit of Miri to pop him on. Oh, I don't think we have any golds in here. I thought we'd topped up. We'll have to nick some from your stash, Emily. You know there's going to be like nothing left in there now because we just do this every week.
I keep taking from the stash.
We just keep taking from that stash.
We've got some. Thank you.
Thank you. Ooh. Thank you. And I'm just going to trim this down. Obviously, we have Miri mats, so use a Miri mat in real life.
Yeah.
Save you the drama of having to measure anything out and cutting things to size. We can just do that there. Let's have a little look at that now. Okay, that's all good, all good. Let me get a card blank as well before I put the trimmer away, because we will need to just trim one down, I think.
We had a great Miri show yesterday. It sold out.
With all the 12 by 12 and everything?
Yeah, it sold out a few times.
Did it?
And then this morning when I came back in, we had to quickly add some more.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Yeah, it is a lovely size to have. It's very exciting. And you had the stripes as well.
Yep.
That was really cute. I love that. Okay, let's get our paper on first of all. Just give that a nice, good crease. Oh my goodness, my tape stuck to my scissors. Honestly. Oh no, it's stuck to me. Double-sided tape causing chaos. Okay, so we're going to put our paper straight onto the front. We're not going to put any Miri on here because I don't think we need it. So let's get this on. And if you wanted to, you could put this on and then trim it down if you prefer. Sometimes it's nice just knowing it's definitely going to fit, and then you can kind of trim to size afterwards. Get our superhero onto our Miri mat. Again, just using our double-sided tape. And then we're going to add this onto the front of the card. So just making sure you've got that nice gold border all the way around, like that. Let's get some of our foam pads now to get this in place. And then we can add our little superhero. And I love this one because it's kind of got the sentiment built in, so we don't really need to add any additional sentiments onto here. So we've got him right in the middle, and then we're going to get a little bit of acetate.
Oh, fancy.
I know, you weren't expecting that, were you?
No, I was not expecting the acetate.
So that we can kind of make him like a little wobbler on here. So just cut a little 1-inch strip of acetate, and then we can fold this up. So you don't need to, you can score it if you want to, but you don't need to. Just fold it up to make like a little M or a W, whichever way you're looking at it, just so you've got a couple of little zigzags, and just trim off the extra bit that we don't need. So then we can put some on the back of his head like that, and then when we stick that on, it's going to give us that little like kind of wobble to the superhero. So some tape on there, tape on the other side, and then just stick that on to the back of his head there. Take the backing off here, and then just lining that up so you get that little superhero wobble. It looks proper cute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you can see then it just gives you a really cool little fun kinetic kind of element to your card.
Oh, I like that.
It's cute, isn't it?
It's
And he really
sweet.
kind of stands out, so it's got loads of dimension on there.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I enjoyed that. Next up is my favourite one. I love this
Is
one.
this your fave?
Oh, yes. I was looking through all the images yesterday and there's some really pretty ones. I think you could just do so much with it.
Yeah, definitely.
And do you not think at the minute all these jars are so trendy?
Yes.
Plants in jars, you have breakfast in jars, cakes in jars, everything you can think of is in a jar. But look, so lovely. And I think, I might be wrong, you can put acetate over, can't you? You can make it a 3D jar if you wanted, cut them out, you can make little shakers. And quite a lot of these designs, I mean, there's some more like magical ones.
Yeah, they're really kind of mystical, but then some realistic ones.
Yeah.
It's a real vary again, isn't there?
So I think like some of the colours would work well with like some gemstones and even some glitter as well. I believe and you will achieve.
Aww.
Oh, see, look
That would be nice for anyone that's maybe coming up to exam time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. That's soon, isn't it? I think.
SATs are on this week, aren't they? Feel like year 6s.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like GCSEs will be here soon as well.
So you can see as well in this pad there's some different sort of textures, like watercolour ones, more stylised ones. Look at that cute little cat.
It's very cute, isn't it? There's a little mouse that I love. I don't know if you've gone past him yet.
Yeah, we were looking at the mouse this
He's
morning.
very cute. Oh, that's a nice one, isn't it? Different shape.
Yeah, that's quite a big one. See, some of these ones you can just cut out quite simply and you can just place them as a full topper.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I love the sweet peas.
Perfect to add a little frame to as well if you've got any of our moonstone nesting dies.
Yeah, definitely. That one's cute. That would be really nice with our, oh my goodness, what's it called? The duo design that came out the other day, the Galaxy constellation-y one.
See, these would be nice for invites as well.
Yeah.
Could make these perfect for weddings, anniversary. Little. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's really nice. That would be really nice for like sympathy as well. You know, it kind of, it does the job, doesn't it, without being too fancy, but it's still really pretty. Same with that one, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they are a bit tricky, aren't they, to kind of make. So having something simple and beautiful like that is just, it's fabulous.
The best sort of jar. The best sort of jar you can have.
We love sweets.
Oh, there you go. Look.
Oh, look at his little face.
He's cute. He's very sweet. And then we've got another sweet one there as well. Nice checkered background on that. I like that a lot. So, of course, £9.99 each, but if you're logged in, you can get further discounts. And if you're a Diamond member, it's £8.99. Or we've made it easy. Grab all three and you're going to save. And if you're logged in again, you can get that even cheaper than £19.98. But let me just show you some of the cards made with this one. This has got to be... Look!
Oh, that is so cute.
I absolutely love it. I think as well, when you first look at that little book, you might be like, oh, well, I don't know what to do with these jars, but you can do so much. They work really for so many things.
Yeah, you can keep them really simple. You can, you know, you can do a little bit more. Has that one got like...
yeah, what is this?
Who's made it?
Barbara.
Barbara. It's probably glossy accents.
Oh, it looks really nice.
Yeah, do you know what else you could use? Like a clear embossing powder.
Oh, okay.
We can maybe do that on the demo, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking what I'm doing. Yeah, we might be able to do that. I'll show you how you can do it.
For all the little cat lovers out there.
Aww.
Us three, actually, all in here.
I was going to say, that's just us three, isn't it? Yeah.
And then this one, really interesting, cut out like a square in there.
Oh, that's nice. That's a really nice idea sometimes when you, the image is too fussy for kind of doing traditional decoupage. So you can use your dies and things and your trimmer to cut it out like that.
Yeah, because it still adds that little bit of dimension to it, doesn't it? And of course, we've got a brand new die for you as well, which works amazing with these little books. But again, this would work with all sorts of projects. So this is our Dainty Borders die. So you can grab that for £19.99. Or of course, our Moonstone dies are always on a multi-buy, so you can get any two of these for $34.98. Yeah. So you're going to get 5 little dies in here, and what they do is they cut into the card, if I'm right, with some little tiny dots that make the border, and then you can pull out, well, it will cut out then the shapes of each one.
Exactly that, yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
you did.
Good. So we've got some pretty little flowers, some like polka dots, some hearts, some butterflies, and some like little star swirls, so you can see there. And I think Would they tile?
Yep, you can tile them to make longer borders. You can probably tile them together if you wanted to do like a little bit of a mixed border on your larger cards. But they are so sweet, aren't they? I love them.
How nice is that? And it's just nice if you do use one of the designs from like one of the books and you've got like space down the sides, you can just add a little border detail in. Or if you just wanted to go and use that all over. I mean, that looks so nice on white.
It's just so simple, isn't it? I think just white and adding your colours behind here, and it could be, you know, your papers, it could be your glitter card, your shimmer card, your mirror card, anything like that.
And just some other dies. So when I was flicking through those little books, you can see that lots of the toppers would fit into the frames. They would work perfectly. So we've got these, our delicate diamonds nesting frames and the elegant frame, so they can just make a bit more of a show of the designs. So that'll look great. Cut them out of mirror and things like that. And I think I'm coming straight back to you.
Are you coming back to me? Wonderful. So we're going to use the birds for this one, and we're going to use the swallows, and we're going to do a little bit of decoupage but not too much. Let me just cut out this last little bit of their little tail. There we go. So I've cut out this kind of hole shape here of the line that they're on and the birds, and then I've just cut out that separate bird on his own because he's very obviously in the front there. So this is going to go on the inside of our card. What I was thinking was we were going to cut like an aperture out the front. So this is going to be on the inside. We're going to cut an aperture, and then we're going to kind of lay this as the decoupage within the aperture with some acetate. So we need a card first of all. So let's just have a look. And I think we want a 5x7, but we want it 10th fold. So we want the short side to have the folding. That's it. So if I cut that to 5 like that, because I want it to open like this way. Usually you have the fold on your 7x5s is normally on the long side, but obviously we need to do this landscape. So this is going to go on the inside, and 7x5 is a really nice size because it just gives you that lovely kind of edge around the card, but not too much. So we're going to just first of all put in some tape, and I'm going to use another one of our Dior designs. I think this is one of the new ones actually. That's got the gorgeous ladies on the back, but we're using this kind of print side.
Oh yeah, that'll work nice with the colours in that one.
Yeah, that's all I do. I don't really look too much at the pattern, to be honest. I kind of look for colours first, and then because usually if you can get the colour nailed, then the pattern will just work. So then just trim this off. So rather than cutting that to size, this is just another way you can pop your papers on and then trim them, and then that will, you know, it's kind of less wastage doing it that way. Put in our little swallows on the inside of here. I still think we need a little bit of mirror, just to give them that little edge.
We've got lots of love for the Little Book of Jars already.
It is very sweet. It is. I think it's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
And like you say, they're just so on trend, aren't they? You see them everywhere, like you say, stuff in jars. They had a really nice like little plant one at Sainsbury's last week when I went, and I was like, oh, I really love this. But then I worried about what would happen when the plants get too big, because the jar had a really narrow, like a bottle top neck. So I was like, what can I do if the plants get too big? Because they'll never be able to get out.
I don't know.
I'll never be able to repot it.
I'm not good at repotting my plants.
Well, I'm not, to be honest.
So
it scares me.
A lovely plant in my living room at the minute, and it's got like velvet leaves. I can't tell you what it is.
Is it Calathea?
Possibly.
They're a bit velvety.
And it's got a bug infestation.
Oh no.
And it's dying.
Oh no.
And I've had it for 3 years. It's my longest plant, and I don't know what to do.
Well, you need to fix the infestation and move any other plants away from it so that it doesn't spread.
I know. It's one of those things I think, oh, I'll do that, and then I'll just sit down.
What kind of bug is it?
Like little white, little.
Oh, you might be able to
things.
just fix that with a little bit of washing up liquid in some water in a spray bottle.
Yeah.
That sometimes works for stuff like that. Oh, how pesky.
I know.
It's troublesome, isn't it, that? We've been really lucky we don't have any infestations currently, because we have a lot of plants too. Okay, we're going to use one of these papers from our essential pack, and I think I'm going to go this one or this one. I quite liked it being a little bit darker, but maybe that one was too dark. I think that's a bit better. Okay, I'm going to stick this on, and then I'm going to cut the middle out. So rather than cutting it and then matting and layering over it and then cutting it again, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to make sure that my tape is around the edges, because obviously we're going to cut the centre out of here like this. Actually, I think I do need to cut the middle out first and do it separately, because I want to sandwich my acetate in between. So let's do that. Let's do it separately. Okay, so we're going to bring in our trimmer, and I want to cut 1/2 inch all the way around on the inside of my card. So just pressing down where I want it to cut, like that, and then turn around and do this side. So just making sure you're always lining up your edge to that 1/2 inch mark, so that you can get in here. I'll just have to pop this one down here so that I can line that one up like that. So that will take out our middle, and then because we have measured that, we know we can cut our paper the same way. So that's going to frame those beautifully. So let's cut this to 7 by 5 first of all.
I didn't know what you was doing at first when you said I was going to cut into it. I was like, cut into what? But now I'm with it.
What are you talking about?
What are you cutting?
So cut that down to 7 by 5 and then do the same. And because we're measuring it on the trimmer, it should hopefully measure absolutely perfectly and line up with our card blank. So usually, just to save doing this twice, you would stick them together and then cut the middle out. But because I want to make it super neat and put my acetate in between,
yes,
we're going to do them separately. Just grab that little, oh, there we go. So then go back to our acetate and cut a piece to exactly 7 by 5. So again, that's going to be really nice and neat underneath our card. There we go. Oops. Mind that and that. Put some tape onto the edge of here.
Claire has said, have we heard any more if we're going to be doing card blanks with tent fold and scores like what you're doing now?
We are, yep. So I left that with Dan,
yep,
and he passed it on to Adam, who was checking the envelopes to make sure that the envelopes were fit. So obviously 7 by 5 is absolutely fine because they're still going in the same envelope. The other size that we wanted, which is something we do quite regularly, is the 8 by 6, which is the first card that we made.
Yep.
And they will fit into an A5. So now that we know that the envelopes will fit, it is something that we are definitely going to do. We just currently don't have time on the machines to get them manufactured, but it is something that we are definitely going to do.
Oh, good. Yes, our machines are busy at the minute.
Yeah, it is. It's that time of year.
Oh, I know. We know what's coming.
Yeah. We do indeed. It's very, very exciting, but it's very, very busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can see that this should, oh, I've taken that one, is that one I've not taken off? Then go over here and I'm going to just open it out so I can see exactly where my edges are, so that that will line up perfectly almost onto the front of there. And then we can go ahead and add our little swallows onto here that again should fit right within that acetate. So obviously they will open up with the front of the card there.
So nice.
So we are going to have to go in with tape here. So even though we've made it look nice and neat on the inside, we are then going to put tape all over here, which is, it's not going to look the neatest. But what you could do if you wanted to make this really, really neat is use our double-sided adhesive sheets. You could stick your whole little book image on and then go and cut round it so that it's got the adhesive already on it, and then you don't see it as bad as you do when you've got like strips like this. And then here I do want to put some on these little strips because I don't want them to be kind of loose, but obviously our tape is very narrow, but it's not even that narrow, so I'm going to pop some on like this, and then I'm just going to grab the back off here and kind of fold the tape back over on itself so that we can still, so that we can still have a little bit of something there.
Nadia has said, oh, I've never seen an aperture being cut using the cutter. I love picking up all these ideas. P.S. I'm still a baby to hunky-dory.
Oh, well, this is good because it is something that we do quite a lot, and sometimes like we'll come to like demo and it's like, oh, they've seen this so many times, like kind of don't want to do this. We're always looking for something new, but we always forget that there's always new crafters, and it's such a cool trick with the trimmer. So yeah, it is. We do forget that there's always newbies, and it's nice to show you some of the little tips and tricks.
And I see them all the time, and I still learn new things.
Yeah.
I see them every day.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Okay, so just grab all of these little bits. So those little tiny strips here, we just want to be careful because we don't want to tear it. So we're taking that off, and then again just kind of fold it over back on itself so that it fits within that little space. And I've taken those off, yeah, and this last one I have to turn it around to get in. There we go. And then just do the same. Oops. Folding it back onto the front there. Hold up, turn around.
This is very
fiddly, this bit. Yeah.
Have you got good patience for things like this?
Usually. No, I do. There we go. It's just I'm a little bit of a perfectionist as well, unfortunately. So it's a downside sometimes in life. There we go.
I don't know if I am. If I ripped it, I'd be like, well, there's just going to be one bird on the front now. And that's how it's going.
Yeah, see, no, I'd start the whole thing again. I'm like, yeah, I can't deal with things like that. There we go. So we've got those swallows on the fronts, and then we're just going to give this one a little bit of shape because we can layer this little one on. So just using our score tool just to give that a little bit of a curve, and then just to help kind of keep that curve with the way that we'll stick this down, we'll just use some strips along the shape of the body there, so just kind of staying in the center, and then it will keep it kind of rounded and lifted up in the center, and then the rest of the body can just kind of shape around.
That little curve trick as well is going to be perfect for what's coming tomorrow with the dyes.
Oh yes. I had to really think about it then. I'm all out of sorts. With not being here, I'm like properly out of sorts. We could do with a little sentiment. Let's have a look what we've got. Oh, Christmas. Oh, I just dropped it. Oh, Matastic Christmas. Oh, this looks like a...
Are we getting ready for turning the studio into a grotto?
Not just yet,
no.
Cal, not just yet. No. Rein it in a bit.
Yeah. Claire has said holidays are coming though.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. Let's have a look at what colour we can go with. I feel like the red's a bit too red. I think we might just go back to that kind of peachy colour. Oh, happy anniversary wishes would be quite sweet, wouldn't it? Because there's two of them.
Yeah.
Or a toast to the happy couple.
Two little lovebirds.
Let's Very cute. Let's just trim off our little pips. And then we can just pop that on there. Let's get a little square. Very, very cute. There we go. There are our gorgeous little swallows.
How sweet is that?
It's cute, isn't it? And obviously we've still got it on the inside as well, so it's just, it's cute.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Perfect. So that's all 3 of our lovely new little books, but I just want to go over something that we launched yesterday, which might be helpful if you've got some square little books in your stash at home. But we have got this square little book Miri Matt limited edition colour assortment. Look at that, perfect, no cutting needed if you just want to mat any of your cards or projects. So there's 5x5 Miri cards. You're going to get 20 colours and you're going to get 3 of each. So let me just flick through some of these colours so you can see what sort of colours you're going to get in this pack. We've got silvers, blues, we've got like a dark grey there, beautiful vibrant greens as well, and there's some lovely like pastel blues in here. Copper, that's a lovely
There's all
colour.
sorts, isn't there?
Yeah, perfect. So, and as well, you know, we've got this one, and if you didn't see yesterday, we have some stripes, and we also have some 12-inch by 12-inch Miri mats as well, so perfect to add into your stash. But of course that's new, and if you want to grab something that's going to go with your A6 little books that we have launched today, we've got our original one here, so the Miri Matt colour assortment. So again, you're going to get 20 of each colour, 20 colours with 3 of each. So it's the same, is it the same colours, isn't it, as the square one? Yeah, so exactly the same colours, but these are perfect just to have, just to whip out, stick your designs on. So you can grab that for £7.99, which is amazing for just 60 sheets there. And of course, have a look if you want to go and top up your little book stash. You can choose from all these here. So there is 26 we have at the minute available. You can mix and match any of them, and you can see there at the bottom there's some square ones as well, which will work lovely with that Miri selection. But I've just picked a few of my favourites here. So we've got some Farmyard Friends. I'll just very quickly flick through this if you haven't seen it.
It's very cute.
It's very cute. So,
I do love this one.
oh look, that's nice. It's got little...
Yeah,
Oh,
it's really sweet, isn't it, this one? Because it's got those little sentiments in there as well.
Yeah.
I do love how little books are kind of evolving into almost like complete little like self-contained kits, because you know, sometimes you might find there's a few backing papers in them, there's some little sentiments, so they're really kind of coming into their own little thing.
Yeah, it's like you're going to have a little surprise.
Yeah, it is.
See what you've got. Again, perfect for this time of year. So you could even mix and match these with some of the bird ones. Look at that cute little duck, hedgehog.
It's very, very sweet, isn't it?
See, I now have to sing songs. So Old MacDonald, this book, you know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We went through a phase with Joseph where the only kind of song that would calm him down when he was crying as a baby was The Wheels on the Bus.
Yeah.
And obviously there's only so many things on the bus that happen. So we started adding lots of animals to that bus. So it was like the lion on the bus, there was cows on the bus. It was the only way we could kind of extend the song.
The things you have to do. I think it was Jen here, I'm not sure actually. Somebody said they might have seen me driving and they were smiling. I was like, I would absolutely not be smiling. I would be singing at the top of my voice songs to calm.
Yeah, that was Joseph, because he hated being in the car.
Yeah. Oh, this is cute. So this is the Little Book of Pressed
Oh, I
Flowers.
love this one.
And it's a matastic one as well.
Yeah, so if you want to add your inks and things to this, you can do. You can, you know, make it a little bit more rustic, a little bit more distressed, or you can keep that real clean and simple look.
Oh, this one's got a few little hidden
Yeah,
elements
it's
in
got
this.
some lovely sentiments in here, and this one's got a couple of papers in as well, like little background papers.
Oh,
And you can
lovely.
tile those as well, make them a bit bigger. There's lots of ways of maximising those papers.
Oh yeah. just for you. Oh, this is really nice. This would work well as well with that Joa Design paper pad, the ladies one with the reverse pages, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be so nice. That like botanical kind of diary look.
Yeah. Oh, some really cute tags there. So lovely. And of course, if you just wanted one, they are £9.99, but don't forget to sign in and you can get some extra money off. And
Always
then
a bonus.
This one that we launched, I think it was last week, our sports and hobbies.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really popular on Hobby Maker, this one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It was decollage collection, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, you can see there all the designs in here, lots of things. It's not just outdoor sports, we've got some music themed ones in here, some hobbies.
Do we have any of the gnome one left? That one was really popular, but also very low in stock.
Oh, I'm not sure.
It was so busy.
I've not seen the gnome collection.
Have you not? You've missed it.
I've heard good things about the gnome
pretty
collection.
much gone now.
Oh.
I know, it was so popular.
So just before we go back to Anne-Marie, let's just recap this week's Win It Weekly question. So, which country has had the most Eurovision wins? Is it A, Serbia? Is it B, Ireland? Or is it C, Sweden? So let us know in the comments your answer. Like, share and comment on the video and we will announce 5 lucky winners tomorrow. So Anne-Marie, we're coming back to you for the final demo.
Okay, so we're going to use the jars and we're going to use the butterfly one. So what I've already done is trimmed out my jar, because what I will do is I'll show you how we can make this like glossy with a clear embossing powder. So let me just get rid of my bits. Let me pop those out of the way and my little butterflies. So I've already cut this one out first, and this is the one that we're going to add the gloss to. So I just need a little bit of scrap just to ink over. Let me just use this. I know it's not really scrap, but what we're going to do is we're going to add our clear ink all over the design. So I'm keeping away from the top of the jar, but it's not essential because we're going to layer over it anyway, so it's not too much of an issue if you go over that.
And I've just come back to the iPad and so many comments for your last card.
Ah,
That's lovely.
Thanks guys.
And also we might be wrong about the Win It Weekly question.
Do you reckon?
There's lots of answers for Ireland.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm happy to be wrong. This is good. Oh, who knew?
Do you think we will win this year?
I think we've got good jams.
I don't think I've heard it, you know. I really don't think I've heard the song.
Is it the song that she's brought out in the charts, Emily?
Yeah.
It is?
Right.
Oh yeah, you will have heard it.
Will I?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just add in our clear embossing powder, just making sure that that's kind of covered everywhere. And that just kind of adds like a bit of a muted look to that at the moment.
So this is going to make it shiny like the other card?
Going to make it shiny, yeah. So what we're hoping here is that this is definitely a clear and the lids haven't been mixed up with a white.
Oh, that'd be funny.
No, it's definitely clear, I can tell. And then just get this heating up. So you can see that that's adding that lovely high gloss finish to our jar. So just make sure you've got it all heated up. And you could do this with, you can get an embossing powder that's called ultra thick, which is like just larger kind of crystals of your embossing powder, so it will give you a more dimensional kind of gloss. But you should be able to see that we've got that glossy finish like kind of all over the jar compared to the top where we've not added any. It's much glossier. And what we can do is as well, we can go through and add another layer onto that. So you can just go back over with your clear ink. So you do want to make sure you are using a clear ink and a clear embossing powder. because obviously you can use your embossing powders with all your prism inks as well, and your VersaFine and things like that. But because we obviously want this to be just clear, and then just make sure that that's covered all the way down, pop this away, and then heat that back up again. Just always like to make sure the lid's on, just in case. And then just give that another heat up. And it just gives you like a little bit of a thicker finish. And what this will do as well, when it's dried, it will make it go quite hard. So if you wanted to use this as like a gift tag or something like that, it just gives it a little bit more stability. Go.
I didn't know you could use embossing powder on things like this.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
So now it's got a much more glossy kind of finish. So it's just added, I don't know, it's just an easy way of getting that full kind of glossy coverage without using your acetate or...
Yeah.
You know, because this one's quite good because you could cut it out of acetate and then you could secure the acetate under these butterflies and like kind of layer them up, but sometimes there's nowhere to actually put your acetate, and it's just difficult to use it in this way. So use your embossing powder just makes it a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. So we're going to layer this up. Let's go back to one of our other pages. So I'm going to grab this butterfly here and I'm going to just kind of get the top of the jar. So the bit that's maybe not glass, like this, going around my butterfly, and then just around the little body. Just snip off the rest of the page if it can be a bit, it make it even harder work doing it like that. So just snip off the rest. And then just go around the shape. The top's got a little bit of a bumpy edge, so you can do a little bit of a wibble with your paper when we come to that as well. So let's just go around our wings, and you can just kind of move your paper wibbly wobbly like that, and it will give you that little kind of bumpy edge, but also pressing down on your scissors at the same time. And then just around this one. There we go. So that then can go kind of on the top of our jar, and obviously it gives us that real definition between the shine and that matte finish of the jar lid. Let's get some foam pads.
Do we have a dinosaur little book?
We did. I don't think it's in stock. I think it went.
Oh right. Sharon on YouTube has asked, is a dinosaur little book available on its own? No.
We may have some, but I'm not sure if we still have it available.
Oh right, okay.
I feel like I removed it from the Hobby Maker show because we didn't have a lot. But I may be wrong.
Because I think it's in a bundle at the minute.
Oh, okay.
It's available in the bundle.
Oh, it must mean we must have some singles then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no singles or kits.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We can have.
Change that.
Yeah, we can check that and make it available after the show, just as a one.
Yeah, that one was really popular as well. And there's also the there's a die. It's called Dino Fossils or something like that. It's really, really cool.
I've missed some really cool things.
I know. I was like that when I came back. I was like, I've missed all the fun stuff, but it was really good because for like a good, I don't know, I reckon about a year, like things kept cropping up and I was like, oh, I've not seen this before.
How lovely is this?
So yeah, it is nice. So just layering up our butterflies on there, and obviously we can really kind of pinch those wings up to give it some real dimension there. And pop this one on. So the side on butterflies, I like to just put a little bit of tape where the body is, and then the wings kind of stick themselves up then. But again, you can kind of lift against that foam pad to get that little bit of height. And then this one obviously is inside the jar, so we're not going to decoupage him as beautiful as he is, or she. We're just going to get this one down on the bottom. So obviously when we cut it off before, where we rounded it off to cut the jar out, we're now just adding that shape back in. And then we can pop this back onto a base, and again we can use our foam pads here to really lift this off, and we can kind of add some down the middle, give it that little bit of shape still. Just be careful because your embossing powder can crack a little bit, but I feel like with this kind of design it's quite a nice touch. It's almost like it's making it a little bit vintage.
Yeah, it wouldn't ruin it at all, would it?
No. And what you can do, if you want to kind of really get that curved effect, we can layer up these foam pads in the middle, and then we can add some tape at the sides to kind of bring the sides down flat, but keep that dimension in the middle. So let's just add one more onto there, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the skinny tape just along the very edge of the jar there and there. Let's just grab these, and then we can secure this down onto our base layer. So when you're cutting your layers out for your decoupage, always remember to keep one on one side if you're going to have a kind of full base layer, because the last thing you want is to cut all your layers and then be like, oh. And then we can just gently stick those sides down, but because we've got kind of double foam pads in the middle, it's going to really keep that shape. So if I just hold it that way, you can see we've got that kind of curve there, but it's flat at the side, so it really adds to that rounded look. And then I brought in a couple of different papers because I wasn't sure, because I quite liked this colour. I thought just worked, but then I liked how magical the glittery one was.
Magical.
So I was like, I think we need to go glittery. And I'm going to keep it quite simple because I think there's a lot going on in the actual jar. So I think we can just keep it nice and simple with a 7x5 and add this to it, and then we'll just go in with some gemstones just to add some extra sparkle. I'm not sure if we still got this duo design. It's the Glittertastic one. Is it Glittertastic and Colour Fades or Pastel Ombre? I can't remember what it's called.
I'd like to.
So popular.
Was it?
Yeah, I feel like we've reprinted it once already. And I think Bex has used most of the reprint just to sell because she loves this one. She uses it loads. Let's go with the kind of purple coming up at the bottom. Let's go this side. So I'm going to kind of go off the two sides a little bit. And then trim this off, and I'm actually just going to go in with my knife this time because it's a little bit quicker. Just using your card as your kind of guide there.
Oh, I feel like I would definitely slice my card.
You've got to kind of lean in, but not with the blade.
Yeah.
So once you've kind of got it in, kind of lean your knife over a little bit towards the card. There we go. Give that a good score. It doesn't want to sit flat for us there. And then we're going to pop this on, but I'm feeling we need a little bit of a colour mirror mat. I thought we had some over here, but I don't think we do. So I might have to steal one of yours, Kelly.
Okay.
What colour? Because I think we can go the pinky or the purpley, can't we? Let's have a look. It's definitely like one of these kind of tones, isn't it? Rather than a darker one, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. I feel like it's maybe that one.
Yeah, I thought the middle one.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
perfect.
Nice. Can you see how much easier it is once you've got the mirror mats the right size? You don't need to worry about measuring anything or cutting anything. Absolute game changer. So just lay that on there so you've got that lovely edge all the way around. There we go. And again, we'll just go to our strips to get this on. There we go. And then I don't know that we need a sentiment with this one. I sometimes feel it's quite nice to just leave them sentiment free.
Yeah, I don't know where it would go.
No. Let's just lift our wings back up. And then we'll get our gemstones. And let's have a look. There's a couple of lilac-y ones on there. There is a shortage of like... Oh, hold up.
Have we got a gemstone shortage?
We've got a new pack. Oh. It's this colourway, this particular one. There is a definite shortage because I want the dinky ones really to kind of just dot around. Put some in the jar as well so it looks a little bit like magical butterfly fairy dust things. Just dot them around really randomly. You don't have to do any particular kind of order. You could have picked out the pinks as well, to be fair. Just put one more. There we go.
Pretty.
It's so pretty, isn't it? I just love the colours in there. I think it's, you can see that real shine we've got on that jar.
Oh, it looks great.
It's lovely, isn't it?
I can already see lots of comments coming through for this Marie. But that's it from us today. I've had a love these little books. If you want to grab all 3 but sign in and get a little bit more off. That's not it. That's it all from us today, but we'll go with another fabulous launch. Natalie is at 145 and is she still there? Oh, she's a busy girl, but she is back tomorrow with some new dies. But thank you so much for watching. That's it from me and Anne-Marie, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.